Hi everybody! Hi, welcome to this fake live. It's been so long. We're finally back. So let me tell you why we do this live. I was in an event on Sunday and I talked to all these beautiful brands and we were like, oh my god, I love what you do. I love what you do. There's upcycling, organic cotton, everything we like, everything vegan. And so I told them, okay, maybe we should do a live. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, we're gonna do a live. We're gonna talk about these beautiful brands. Hopefully you know them. If not, I want to introduce them to you. And I'm just waiting for them to come in. And yeah, you will see there's so Hamilton Perks is doing bags. Hamilton Parkins. Sorry for my accent. He's doing bags, upcycled bags. We have Ellery, that she's designer as well, that doing upcycled dresses, and Claire from Kingdom. Kingdom is one of my favorite brand. You have to go check them out. So yes, she have a new collection of shirts. I won't tell you too much. You're gonna see. So let me see. They are still not here. How can I send a request? Doug. Okay. Hey, hey, Harry. So my brother is here. For people who don't know, Sanctuaire du Château. Harry, if you can say hi so people can see it. Hey!
Hi.
I was talking about my brother that just opened a sanctuary in France. So if people want to check it out, it's called Sanctuaire du Château. Let me write it down.
Oh, anything that has a chateau in it, I'm down. Especially for animals. Yeah, you have to I have to follow. Hold on. Oh,
Okay,
Sanctuaire, I found it. Sanctuaire du Château.
exactly. And I'm trying to add the other. Oh, okay. Yeah, Elle is here.
Cool.
Oh, how can I add her? I think, Elle, I think you need to send an invite. Oh, no. Okay, I see you. And now we just need Hamilton. And
Yes.
then we're all here. Okay, I sent him an invite. Okay,
Okay.
good. It's working.
Oh, yay. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hi. We're all like, oh my God, are we like just surviving the weekend?
So yeah, this was a crazy weekend. It was a Earth Day,
Yeah.
and we all we know each other for so long. Especially Claire, it's been like 5-6 years. I know you, I think. And Elle, we met through Clubhouse,
Oh,
one of the best apps.
yeah. Yeah.
And
Clubhouse.
yeah, and we see each other on Friday for Earth Day. And yeah, I saw everything you have, and I was like, oh my god! I was talking to Claire because she showed me the T-shirt you have. Actually, you're gonna talk about it right now. And I say, oh, we should do a live. And then Hamilton was here, and we were like, okay, come as well.
Yeah.
And then Elle, yeah, come as well. And then let's do a live all together. And actually, if it's working, maybe we're gonna do more of those live because I miss those live. So
It's party.
yeah, Hamilton is coming. Yeah. So by the time he's coming, Claire, do you want to talk about your amazing T-shirt? I fell in love with.
Yeah, I think I started to tell you guys a story. Elle didn't hear it and we didn't get to finish it because it was so busy. But I just want to give a shout out to Ashley and Marina at Recycle to Riches. Hi, Hamilton, how you doing?
Good, how are you? I was just trying to share this out with some peeps here. Let's see if it lets me do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ping thing.
I will do
I don't
the
know how to
same.
do that. You have to tell me how to do it.
Live right now, or if you tuned in, share this out with like 10 people and comment the word done.
Yeah, and actually, I'm gonna send to Ashley Recycle to Riches. So maybe at the end we can have her saying a little word about the event she did, because it was an amazing event.
Oh, it really was.
Claire, I think it's blocking. So maybe we start with someone else. Who want to start? Elle, tell us about your brand.
Hi. Oh, yes. Hi, everyone. Hi, Hamilton. I'm Elle. I don't believe we met.
Nice
So
to
good
meet you too.
here. so excited to be part of this group. Yes, oh my gosh, Friday was amazing. My name is Elle. I am the founder of Elle Raleigh, which has a mission to recreate the created by upcycling fabric to reduce textile waste. Um, Friday was Earth Day with Recycle to Riches, and it was such a great summit that Ashley put together with Marina, where we had amazing panelists, we had amazing vendors, we had amazing booths that really just talked about sustainability and how we can help the environment more. And it was such a strong group of advocates for the environment that I am so glad that we are here today to just pretty much recap of what we learned and what we saw and how we can continue forward in the movement. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so sad
she's
we lost
sending an
Claire.
invitation now. I try to accept it. Yeah, she's here. Do you have any,
Sorry.
There she
dress to
is.
show us? Sorry, I put you on the spot.
I
Actually,
don't at the
I have a
moment.
dress
Oh, yeah?
of hers.
I
No,
don't at the
let me
moment.
I'll just run and get it. I'll just run.
Okay. So maybe in the meantime, stay in the upcycle world. And Hamilton, if you want to talk about your brand.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Hamilton Perkins. I'm the founder of Hamilton Perkins Collection. We make upcycled bags and accessories, all from all kinds of material: pineapple leaf fiber, billboard vinyl, fabric banners, apparel, advertising waste. We started with Kickstarter, had a $10,000 goal. We hit the goal in 6 days. We shipped about 25.
Yes,
Thank you. We shipped
congratulations.
$25,000 in pre-orders. I was working as a banker at the time. I came from retail, but my background was really like design and just loving to make stuff, like more so as a hobby. And then I basically left my job. I was able to get a grant, excuse me, from the governor of Virginia at the time. That was another 25K that I picked up, and then just did trunk shows while I was waiting for the products to come in. It wasn't something that like we had the inventory sitting around. No, I had like one product, and I basically pre-sold it for the first 2 years. And then eventually we were doing some production in Haiti, and we were sourcing fabric from Haiti also that was coming from recycled plastic bottles. And so I got to go to Haiti. I was able to like see our factory, see some of the landfills where the actual bottles come from. I actually have a bag here. This is one of the bags that's made from plastic water bottles. And then the liner is made out of billboard vinyl. And then we pick up everything else along the way, like fabric signs from museums, zoos, aquariums, nonprofits, stuff like that. So then I came back to the States. I was really energized, ready to go. Ended up doing a lot of trade shows. So I would actually come here to Los Angeles. I would come to the California Market Center. I would go to New York, Atlanta, Orlando, all over. Basically got the product in about 150 independent stores, gift shops, boutiques, skate shops, things like that. And just caught the bug. We were really interested in making our own store. So we did a pop-up store. We took over a Banana Republic. It was ours. We called it the Earth Bag Boutique. We put out 200 bags on the floor. We did sustainability panels. We did cleanups. We did drop-offs with materials. So any local business could drop off their material, and then we would literally turn it into bags like in the coming months. And, that started as a 3-month project. We did it for over a year. And basically we were approached by Zappos.com. That was the very first like corporation that contacted us, said, hey, we'd love for you guys to turn our waste into something that we can give to our employees and then resell.
That's
So then from
amazing.
there, we ended up doing stuff for Coachella. We've done stuff for Ellen DeGeneres. Most recently, we did a project for Affirm, the buy now, pay later company. So if you're listening to this is reaching you. Consider working or finding a way for us to collaborate. This is a room where we're collaborating here. I would love to, get to meet all of you. Feel free to shoot us a DM. We're always up for any types of collaborations, small companies or large.
Yeah, that's beautiful, because we don't realize, but those huge banner, what we do with it, we just throw it. There's nothing to do with it. So that's beautiful. Thank you for that. So you have the dress? Yeah.
I wear it a lot.
So say,
We gotta support each other.
this is
Thank you,
completely
Claire.
upcycled.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. What every time I see these dresses, I'm like, oh my God, I'm crazy. Such a labor of love having to deconstruct and
Do you
remake
remember
all of those
all
things.
of them?
Nuts. Thank you,
Wow.
Claire. Oh yeah, yeah. Every piece I make, so everyone, I just know exactly probably
Wow.
what songs I listen to, my mood when I'm making them. It's definitely a journey making each piece. So
Oh, you're
I'm
welcome.
so happy that you
And
shared that. Thank you,
materials,
Claire.
how do you source it?
You know, a lot of the material I get either donated by people I meet at these markets that are just like, hey, I have so much stuff. Like, do you want it? I've pretty much become a hoarder of other people's clothes. That's pretty much how I started the business. And then after that, I just kind of work. You know, I have a lot of people who reach out to me. You know, screen printing companies will reach out and be like, hey, Al, I have boxes that we use as
Yes.
samples. Do you want them? I just never run out of material, which is nuts. And I wish I could help more. But yeah, it just pretty much will come to me, or if I need to, I can go, you know, thrift store shopping, or, you know, ask around. It's just definitely something that we just have so much. I feel like as upcyclers, we're always constantly like, hey, does anybody need material? Somebody just reached out and they have these barrels and, you know, remnant fabric. Do you want it? And it's just a constant connection of like seeing who's going to take these materials.
Would you do like,
It's
because
wild.
I know you can
Go ahead.
personalize, right? You you do
Excuse me, sorry.
personalization.
Yeah, so I do a lot of custom. So I'll have customers come and they're like, "Hey, I have like, a bunch of shirts. What can you do?" And
Oh.
we will customize. You can get a dress made by your shirt, a shirt, a sweater. So I actually obsess over the customization process, because if you use your own t-shirts, then you're more likely to keep it longer. It has a special connection with you. And it's just a beautiful process between designer and customer about storytelling. And
That's
it's my favorite thing
super
to do is
cool.
custom.
I had an idea too. I love it. Like we're starting to do a little bit of clothing. We focus on like bags and stuff. This is like a sweatshirt that I literally had for almost going on 15 years. And then
That's
this
cool.
side here is like more thrifted. This
Yeah.
piece in the middle comes from our partners, so very similar. So we've got materials, and I'm wondering, Elle, could we do like a little swap? Maybe you guys give us some of your stuff, we give you some of our stuff, and kind of like remix it and bring it up to date. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna bring a few like show and tell so you can see.
We're like, I feel like it's like kindergarten show and tell, but I love it. I
I love
have
it
your
because
stuff and I have your stuff.
yeah, Hamilton is a real entrepreneur. You will see he's coming up with so many things. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but yeah, I know he have a podcast, but he have as well many new things that's coming up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, everybody should follow him because
We've got a lot of these kind of like food, almost like kitchen related things, because one of our clients is like this kitchen and plumbing type of client. So a lot
Are those
of the
like banners?
vibe, yeah,
Yeah.
these are fabric
Okay.
banners. So if everyone at home doesn't know, just go to a local retailer and look at, if you sit in the dressing room or if you sit in the front like retail display, you'll see these signs and they're lit, but they're backlit. So what happens is this fabric is usually it's in front of the light. But this is what is waste after maybe 30 days or 60 days of promotion,
Yeah.
because we've got Mother's Day,
Yeah.
we've got July 4th, we've got
Yeah.
Halloween, we've got
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, and so on and
True.
so forth. So it's got to change. But that
Yeah.
stuff goes in the landfill. We'll save it and basically turn it into something, new. And like you say, yeah, entrepreneurship is definitely at the core of kind of like how we started. We love anything to do with like upcycling or business. I'm on the board of my business school that I actually went to, Old Dominion University. I love anything to do with, content creation, podcasting. I do have a podcast, have over 100 episodes. I'd love to, chat with any of you all also. And, I've spoken in front of, BNY Mellon, Fair, MasterCard, and, contributed research to Harvard Business School. And I'm just like curious, I'd say, but I would love for us to, kind of find a way to kind of collaborate even further if possible.
And I would love to talk about your T-shirt, Claire, because it's the T-shirt that inspiring us to make this live.
Yes, it's definitely a conversation piece. I dropped off my kid to school the other day, and I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't wait for it to be summer. I need a break from the grind, because the holidays usually for us, we're selling goods, and and besides providing the service of educating other consumers, which is also, it's kind of like we're like a service and product business, you know, when you think about it. I just realized that. But so I'm like driving, I'm like, God, I would really love to go to a place like Alaska before the glaciers melt, you know, like why aren't, you know, more people talking about that? And I have a friend, and you guys should follow her, Allison's Adventures. She's based in Hawaii. She used to be one of the contestants in Naked and Afraid, and she does all kinds of TED Talks, and she's a huge environmentalist advocate. And she told me, this is the first time I learned about it, she told me about Trash Island. I'm like, Trash, I know about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, but what's Trash Island? But it's, in a long story short, I actually put the link of her video in my website. So I started thinking, like, I should do t-shirts. You know how it says Malibu, Hollywood, Paris, you know, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Trash Island, you know, let's talk about, you know, how it came about. There's a little history about it on the website. Let's talk about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. There's a video of National Geographic describing it, you know. So I'll have the t-shirts made from certified organic cotton. And here's another one, Textile Mountain, and there's the two biggest ones are in Kenya and Chile. And so I highlighted the Kenya one, but it's also a struggle because I'm trying to do more upcycling and working with the tribes. But the printers, as you guys know, they have minimums. They have like 200, 300 pieces. And I'm not going to do 200, 300 pieces of brand new virgin product, you know, organic cotton or not. So I found somebody. Actually, I didn't find somebody. I have a big family. So I'm related to this person who does all these organic cotton tees, and they did direct to garment printing. Hamilton and Elle, if you guys, you know, want, I can give you that information so they can print on top. But the only caveat is you have to use their stuff, their goods. They have, you know, organic cotton coats. They have hemp hats and stuff like that. I think it's hemp. It's either organic cotton or hemp. So they have like other stuff, but I only go for them to print the direct to garment printing. So that way I can only print one medium, one large, and one small, or two mediums, two large. I'm not printing hundreds and hundreds of pieces and get stuck with stuff that will go on a landfill like the Textile Mountain, you know, or Trash Island. You know, yes, it's material for all of us that we can upcycle later, but it's like I'm trying to like reduce even that. I just saw a post from Slow Fashion Challenge, and they said, based on the British Fashion Council and Generation Rewear study, there are, okay, listen to this, your mind's gonna explode. Sitting down. There are enough items and clothing on the planet right now to dress the next 6 generations of the human race. Study.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like,
time.
I'm just like, I'm not, I mean, I have factories that I work with that can do small scale, but even the small scale, it's not sustainable enough anymore. It's not. So I'm trying to like do a whole degrowth, and like what you guys are doing, like one-ofs. I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on the indigenous tribes, maybe combine, you know, stuff like this with that. I'm going to, and it's exciting to me because with upcycling, you're limited in the amount of resources you have, although they're plentiful, right? You guys know they're plentiful. They're banners, there's all kinds of stuff, old t-shirts. But the creativity is so fulfilling because of the limited amount of resources. If you told me, oh, you've got carte blanche on whatever you want and whatever fabric you want and mycelium and apple leather or whatever, it's not as exciting to me as having something so scarce or plentiful in the sense of that we have a surplus of all this stuff that we make, and that's limiting because you only have one of a kind or 2 of these or 5 of these, and that's more creatively fulfilling. You know what I mean? I know it's hard to explain.
First, I just wanted to say, because I see Marina is here,
you.
if you can, Marina, if you stay till the end, I would love to have you jump on after, because I don't think we can be more than 4, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, but I don't mind, Marina, if you want to come, you could take my spot. I know I would love Marina to come on and I can watch her talk about,
Okay.
you know, the
Okay.
event. So I'll hop off.
Tell
Say
us
hi, everyone. Thank you
where
for
to
having
see
me.
more
I'm gonna
about
still
you
be
before
here
you leave.
listening. Yes, yes. Well, if you click on the top, you can find my Instagram, El Raleigh. I don't know when my next
Oh,
show is gonna
you're
be, which is
tagging
actually
you,
very
Jackalope?
scary.
I thought I was gonna see you this weekend.
But very exciting. No,
Uh,
we'll talk about shows later. But if you follow me on Instagram, you can find out where my next event will be. I don't know where it is yet, but yeah, so excited. Thanks for having me here, guys. I'm gonna have
Right.
Marina pop on
Bye.
Okay.
in.
Thank you
All
for
right,
coming.
bye guys.
Yeah, and so before Marina arrived, I wanted to ask regarding everything you say, like how can we promote uh, those innovative fashion brands while still promoting ethical fashion,
Mm-hmm.
meaning stop buying, stop
Yeah,
buying too much, stop
I
producing.
got the
But you
point.
want to see those alternatives because the what is in front, like when I talk about alternative, for example, to leather, because it's the what
Yeah.
passion me the most. Leather is destroying our planet. The production of leather is way worse than the production of apple leather, for example. Even though some people complain because you have a small percentage of PU, polyurethane.
For the,
Uh, but
yeah.
so should we still promoting those or not? Because people want those alternatives. So that's why we do that. But
Yeah,
in the other hand, like
I think it's up to the individual because to me, even like leather or apple leather or mycelium leather or even what broke my heart that I had to use virgin organic cotton. You know what I mean?
yeah,
To meet the small scale minimum they had. I just want to upcycle. We have, like I said, um, six. What did we say? 80. We have enough clothes running around on the planet for the next 6 generations of the human race. We should just like stop. We should just stop completely. You know how people like are smoking and they put the nicotine patch and they stop. Some people can do it. Some people. My dad quit smoking cold turkey. It's kind of like we
I
gotta
could,
quit cold turkey.
yeah,
We have to abstain. I don't even know. I mean, I got a kid, so my worldview is completely different from your worldview or Hamilton's worldview.
yeah,
But I'm going to stick to just promoting and pushing upcycling and indigenous tribes. I mean, if I could print on existing T-shirts, that's out there from like, the golf club of Marina Del Rey, I'll print on top of that, I would. But,
yeah.
I'd have to invest on a direct-to-garment printer, which costs thousands of dollars, plus the inks, plus, everything. Or if anybody is listening out there, please reach out to us and help us make a better planet because Hamilton can print on his stuff too, or even L, in small batches, 6 pieces, 3 pieces, 12 pieces at the most, maybe. But that not more than that. It just doesn't make sense anymore to keep producing manufacturing. But now there's another pendulum that's kind of swinging, that's rising, which is regenerative agriculture. And that's when I just saw a video of it the other day. Again, another different video. And that's when crops are planted to promote biodiversity. So the crops are planted with other crops so that it holds the soil more, it keeps the soil healthy instead of just like planting a whole bunch of soy and then, harvesting it and just raising the soil and planting it again. It takes a lot. I mean, can you imagine shaving down to like your epidermis or whatever to the whatever layer of your skin,
Yeah.
So if the fiber like a linen or a cotton or a hemp or a bamboo gets planted with other crops that helps keep the soil healthy and regenerate and sequester carbon, then that's the only time I would go back to virgin products created from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I was checking more information about organic cotton because I was thinking, how come organic cotton use like something like 90%? Don't quote me on that, but around 90%
Yeah, it's
less
high
water.
water.
Yeah, less water. And the thing is because of all the wastewater. For example, when you have a bad soil full of pesticide and
Yes.
reusing, the soil is so compact
Yes.
that when the water come on it, it just go
Yes.
out. So that's why they have to use more water.
Yeah.
When you have a healthy soil, it's like a sponge, so the water will stay inside, and that's why you use less apparently. So
Yes.
yeah.
No, it's absolutely true. And that's the reasons, one of the reasons why. So
I just want to say in the comments, I agree with Elle. She said, Claire, you are so cool. I agree with everything you're saying.
I was reading. I got so into it. I was in the zone.
And
Also,
Marina
like
said that
taking
she
a
will be on in 3 minutes. And yeah, you were saying, Hamilton?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I think it's also like, every brand, to your point about like, well, how do we actually, get to like do what we do, but then still we're making more stuff. So we're kind of saying not to use our stuff anymore, but, maybe there's a way to just like, even just starting at a baseline, like understanding where we are. Like I can show you this and see if it lets me do this. So like this is a LCA we did on our bags. So it really, I mean, we have to take into account, raw material, like what are we getting? We have to take into account like the yarn, but then find out like how are we getting a textile? What is the formation? Generally we're getting materials, but at the same time, we do source from, like final products as well, or final textiles. And then it's like trying to, work through, okay, all right, how's it going to be packaged? How's it going to be distributed? End of life cycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you move maybe from right to left? Because I see the middle. Okay.
Is that better?
Okay. So we understand better. Like, okay.
This is on our Instagram here too. So
Oh,
if you're not, follow us. Make sure you're following us, and we'll put a little code up. It's going to be Fake Movement 30. If anyone wants anything, if you are compelled, but it's like taking kind of like into account the whole process and then finding a better way to do it. What we found is we're basically saving about 5 kilograms of carbon for each bag that we make using our process, assuming kind of our like furthest distribution and manufacturing points. And then if we're doing like tees and shirts, it's about 1 kilogram. So, we kind of start like figuring out where we are, and then we can kind of figure out, well, where are we going? And I think because we have to be careful, we have to think like, okay, is there going to be less like, let's say, environmental impact, but then we're like spending way more on, maybe gas or something, or maybe there's going to be more people like, AI is going to introduce something brand new to this, and we could probably do a whole different live on just like AI and ethical fashion, or AI and sustainable fashion, and how that looks. But for us, it's all about like having the conversation about it, because I think too, like a lot of consumers, when we started, of course, they didn't know what we were talking about. We could have had 2 heads on or something, and they wouldn't have, they wouldn't have been surprised. So I definitely see, a collaboration. I think it's about like finding brands that, you can see what they're doing. You can see like how they're approaching things, supporting them. It may be inconvenient, it's like this idea of success being inconvenient, like sometimes it's not going to be the easiest choice to like wait an extra couple of weeks to get a statement piece, or maybe you're going to hold on to a piece longer than you would ordinarily, or maybe you're going to spend more on that piece itself just because it took like more to go into it. But just being more open to that in the first place is really where it comes from. So I just heard a timer, so I guess we got to be cognizant of time there.
Sorry, that was my timer to get lunch to my kid, but that's okay. I have another 5 grace period minutes.
Okay.
This is such a conversation that's so important. I mean, somebody was just commenting about, yes, you can make t-shirts out of recycled plastic, which is rPET, and I do have that in the line, and I've had recycled plastic for the last 4 or 5 years, but I'm also trying to scale back on that, as well as reclaim dead stock goods made out of synthetics, because then we have the issue of microplastic, right? I was talking to one of the people in charge of Munit in Berlin, and they really do their due diligence in the brands and who can be a part of that event. And one of the things that they said, we don't believe in reclaimed dead stock goods or synthetic goods because of the microplastic problem. And they were, you know, super strict about that, you know, and even that was kind of, I was iffy on when I started putting on the line, oh, should I use dead stock? Should I not use dead stock? But, you know, it's all about what the lesser of two evils. And as I get older and I, you know, the IPCC report comes out every year, it's like, it's not enough. It's not enough. I mean, I'm getting to a point where just like hard stop, you know, and just upcycle indigenous tribes and natural fabrics, and that's it. Because on just to cap it off is that she was saying if you keep using dead stock, it's gonna keep encouraging the big brands to keep using, and they said, oh, we could sell our dead stock, and they keep making money from it, so it's just like an endless loop, you know. But if we stop that, then, you know,
that's why I wanted to say, you say it's not enough, but I guess it's more than enough at your scale, because you cannot change the whole world. So whatever you do is already way more than enough, because it's way more than that.
Correct.
What people do. So hopefully it will inspire people. And someone comment actually, Slow Fashion Movement is running Know Your Leather campaign. I don't know this campaign. I'm gonna check it. But it's true that if you know your leather, you wouldn't want. If you know the leather, if you knew the animal, you wouldn't want to wear it, I guess. And upcycling is the best slow fashion practices. We need circularity.
Yes, absolutely, 100%, hands down.
So what is circularity?
Circularity is when you design something in mind, you're already thinking of the end life, that it's not harming the planet or the people around it. I mean, it's Fashion Revolution Week. You know, we're talking about environmental stuff all the time, but we also got to talk about the people. You know, I pay my seamstress way more than what they pay, you know, out there, like in sweatshops, which is still going on in this day and age. You know, it's the anniversary of the Rana Plaza disaster, and I have some relatives who still, they're like, you know, they're a product of the 80s and 70s, which is all about excess, and they're always shopping, and I'm like, where did you get that? Why did you pay $5.99? That means who did you kill today? You know what I mean? I have to be blunt with them because that's somebody's life, you know? So
and then there's so many greenwashing. I see some people having a shirt. I won't mention the brands, but he was saying this T-shirt is made of recycled material, and then you check the label and you see there's like 5% recycled material, and all the rest is pure synthetic. And the recycled material could actually be the label, and not even the whole T-shirt.
There needs to be, and Glenn and I talk about this all the time, my business partner. And we always, like, we're so frustrated. We just wish the United Nations or some global company or a coalition of governments to decide on a scale, like, you know how cars have PZEV, ZEV, you know, zero emissions vehicle, partial zero emissions vehicle. My dream is to have partial zero emissions, you know, apparel, or partial zero or zero emissions apparel, you know, but you have to follow the guidelines. It's got to be locally sourced. It's got to be made fair trade. You know, you got to check all the boxes to get to zero emissions. It's got to be upcycled, because if you're taking virgin materials, you're not at zero emission anymore, right? So like, I just wish somebody would just come up with that. Maybe you should run for president.
Hamilton, if you want. I'm not. I don't feel ready for that.
You're good at putting people together.
I think the reality is we have the power ourselves in this kind of ecosystem, and kind of through collaboration, like we were saying, like, we may not be able to use all materials that we have to kind of like make, you know, the biggest change overall, but it's the presentation, it's the investing, it's the getting in front of more people, letting people know that this is like an actual thing, that kind of brings that circularity to surface. And I'm curious too, because, you know, this stuff it's in textbooks, but sometimes it's not really in textbooks. And I know, Jonathan, you've got, you know, these ideas more formal. Where do you guys kind of learn? What are you guys reading? Where are you getting information from? And maybe we can, you know, try to share some value with everyone that's following.
Oh my gosh. the news. I
Yeah.
follow, you know how like on the news, it tells you can customize it. I always customize it to environmental and humanitarian, subjects. And just follow, like slow fashion movement, fashion
And make
revolution, Greenpeace, there's so many,
and
you
make
know?
your research. Don't be afraid to, even on Google, check the source of whatever
Yeah.
you're looking at,
Yeah.
and you will be amazed on how many times you will see numbers that doesn't have any sources. It's just that their goal is to sell their product, and that's how you can find those greenwashing. But yeah, it's always constantly make research. I'm actually writing a book now. I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm actually done. I'm doing the editing now, which is, I don't know why, the part that takes me the longest, but I put a lot of information. So I did this job looking all the way to all the
Ooh,
source to make what I say.
can't wait.
And yeah, the thing is that I feel every week is changing. Every week you
Yeah.
have a new study and a new thing. So yeah, you will always people that will tell you what you say is not relevant anymore or whatever. But the goal is mainly to push people to make their research, because yeah, you can find everything even on the internet. You don't
Yeah.
really need to look that far. You have your phone. It's in your
Yeah.
hand. You have all the information.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta tell you guys a story. So it was Earth Week last week, and in school the teacher was talking about, plants and animals, healthy soil, healthy water, healthy air, and they started talking about microplastics. Of course, my daughter raises her hand, know it all, and she goes, "Did you?" to the teacher. "Did you know there's microplastics in rain and blood?" The teacher just dropped dead, and she's like, "What?" And then so she came home. She's all excited, "Mommy, you gotta send her the article. You gotta send her the article." But you know what I mean? It's like getting, like you said, like every so often. I mean, more often than not, where there's new discoveries and new technology and new scientific phenomenons happening that weren't happening before, because now we're so what's the word? There's like a surplus of all this plastic and chemicals and whatnot that we find. And for a little 6-year-old, to inform her whole class, including the teacher, I mean, that's part of educating the system, the masses, because they're still not getting that information.
Yeah, and actually,
Greenwashing.
Conspiracy, it's an amazing document if you want to watch it. They revealed that, because when you say microplastic, we all think about fashion. Microplastic equal fashion. But apparently, the huge majority is fish net.
Yeah.
So if you want to save the fish from the plastic, you should actually stop eating them.
Yeah. Organic
Oh,
cotton.
and I see Elle is here. Elle, I'm sorry, I see you still here. I invite Marina, but she says she will come back in 3 minutes. She was not in her home, so I don't know if if you want to come back, or I'm trying to invite her again. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay, because actually I gotta go.
Okay. Just before you go, tell us where we can find you, and tell us a little bit where we can find you. And
yes, thank you for that. I always forget. You, like what Elle said, just click on the top. You can find us online. Hi!
Hi.
Marina's wearing our organic cotton and recycled t-shirt from Fishing Nets. That should be washed in eco wash bags, so it filters the microplastics. But anyway, that's another conversation. But yes, you can find us on our Instagram, kindomshop.com. That's KIN without the G, DOM.com, because we're all connected to each other and the planet and the animals and the plants and the universe. And then from there, if you click on the link in our bio, it gives a whole bunch of other links. You can go on the website and news, and we have Jackalope coming up this weekend. Get your stuff for Mother's Day. These t-shirts are going to be there, so hope to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much. Bye,
And
guys.
now I want everybody to make a to upload. Marina, even people in your house or wherever you are with your phone, just clap for this amazing event she helped putting together with
What's going
Ashley.
on?
Thank you for doing
Yes.
this.
I wish Ashley
Amazing event,
was
Ashley.
here. I sent
I
her
know.
invite, but
You know what?
She's,
I'm gonna get off right now, and I'm gonna text her real quick.
okay.
She
Okay.
has an event at 12:30
Okay.
with Climate
Thanks.
Reality.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Maybe that's right.
But
Bye
I
bye.
can only be here 10 minutes because I'm in the middle of a photo shoot.
Oh,
So,
okay, sorry.
yeah, I did want to chime in really quickly because you guys were asking about where to do the research and stuff. On my Instagram, there's a Google Doc sheet or spreadsheet, sorry, that I put over 300 movies, environmental issue movies together during the pandemic, and I'm slowly
Wow.
updating it as well. And I also want to
That's amazing.
I want to create an environmental film club here in Los Angeles
Wow.
to view it in person, and start creating a speaker panel so we can ask the direct questions of what is happening in the now, as opposed, because like you said, information is changing all the time. So yeah, that's one way to start
Thank
it
you.
up.
Amazing.
Of course.
The link in the bio.
Yeah, just link in the bio. It's free for everyone. I don't ask for payment. It was just like a passion project of mine, free information. There's the trailer, and then there's either the streaming platform where you can view it, or the direct link. A lot of it is actually on YouTube. And I'm slowly reaching out to a lot of local organizations like beekeepers and such to see if they could come and visit on a certain day and watch a movie that they approve of, that gives up not the right information, but the information that they resonate the most with. Because there's so much information out there that a lot of people don't resonate with certain information. So if anything, it would be to align them with like an environmental movie and have them come over and actually talk about, what they do, what they see every day with the bees on their property, like why they're dying, because bees are a resource. Like, we're not gonna live if the bees don't live, because they pollinate our food, right?
Right.
But yeah, that's one place to start.
Nice.
Yeah.
So much for that.
And two, there's a lot of great books on here too. This is awesome.
Yeah, the books, I believe, were shared to me by Karen. She's from Astor Narayan. She's a recycled jewelry designer up in Seattle. And she has also her list of books. And I always ask people if they have a list so I can add on. And if you guys know of any more movies and stuff, let me know so I can add that on too. I'm currently trying to I'm trying to rate it because a lot of people have kids at home and they'd like to see it with their kids. So I'm trying to figure out like you can watch The Lorax, which is a Dr. Seuss movie. Even the one from like 1971, I believe, is the oldest. But then Fern Gully, which was what, a DreamWorks or something. I don't know if it was Pixar, but Fern Gully also talks about deforestation, which I just realized because I loved that movie as a kid. But watching it as an adult, I was like, wow, it was about, taking care of the forest and such. So yeah, and then also I'm the LA chapter lead of Recycle to Riches. Yay! And we just
tell us about the event you had on Friday.
I was doing so much that I didn't even realize it was happening, but I've heard that it went really well, which I'm so happy for. It was really, really great. We had wonderful speakers come and talk about like healing and the energy of, clothing and our impulsive, like we need to be more we need to heal our mental health. I'm sorry, I'm still brain dead, so my words don't come out. But yeah, we need to slowly heal our mental health because a lot of our consumption is based off of our mental health, which was actually really eye-opening and great to listen to. And then we had the lovely Clementina as well. I don't remember exactly because I was zoned out for most of the chat call. But you guys can check out, I have the full live speaker or the speaker live on my Instagram as well. And yeah, and Corrine from Rule DD, they do have a repair. If you need anything repaired or anything, you can take it to Rule DD. And Ashley, our founder, creator of Recycle to Riches, was there as well. But I do want to say post Earth Day Summit, if you guys want to come check us out, we're starting to do monthly meetups for Recycle to Riches, which includes river cleanups or cleanups even in your area. If you feel like there's a lot of trash, let us know, and we'll set out a date to go and get everyone out there in your area to do a cleanup. We're also talking with Compostable LA to learn how to compost, and I believe Subpod as well, which is a compost. They have like a little hub that you can either buy, because Compostable LA, they have a system where they pick up your compost from home, or even learn how to garden or upcycle or repair. So there's a lot of fun stuff happening within the next few months. So definitely check it out. Recycle the number 2 riches.
Nice.
But yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, I think it's almost the end of the live. I try to keep it always less than an hour. So yeah, if you can, whoever wants to start, just let us know where we can find you, and if we want to learn more about you and what you do.
Yeah, I mean, you can check us out, HamiltonPerkins.com, Upcycled Bags and Accessories. You can check us out here on Instagram at Hamilton Perkins. If you work at a company, you can reach out to info@HamiltonPerkins.com. We help with HR gifts. We help with, like sustainable experiential marketing gifts or product. We also do product for resale. So if you have a kind of event or anything like that, even if you don't have your own material, we've got all of this stuff. Let me see if I can get a screenshot while I'm doing this. We've got this stuff too. So, feel free to just reach out and we'll find a way to work together. If you're a smaller company, let's do a podcast. I'd love to interview you. We've got episodes. We'd love to, be a free resource. And, anything that we can do to be helpful, just reach out. We appreciate this platform. Thanks for joining us, Jonathan.
Thank you. And Marina, yeah, like you say on your link in bio, those videos, that's the first thing I'm going to do after this.
Perfect. Yeah. And let me know if you see anything that isn't there. I can always add it. Okay. I haven't uploaded movies since 2022. I still have to upload the new stuff. But yeah, just spread the word, spread the list, and hopefully we'll start having environmental film club meetings soon.
Yeah. And Claire just forgot to say the hashtag destination pollution tees, the t-shirt that she showed with the video of the environmental issue can be found on kingdom.shop. So if you use the code EDS 2023, you get 25% off. So everybody should go check it out.
Great.
So yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody. And yeah, thank you. Hopefully, let us know in the comments if you like those live, if we should do more of those. And yeah, love you, everybody. Bye.